Hello, everyone. My name is Lane. Welcome back to another episode of OffLaine here on the Funny Fucker server. Now, you may have noticed that a couple of things have changed with the ears that I have. Last night, I fucked around a little bit and I ended up making my own set of ears. So, this is what it looks like without it, and then I put it on, and that's what it looks like. Pretty cool, I think. Um, Pretty painless and quick. And as well as that, I made an entire kitchen area. So I'm kind of happy with how that has gone. We have stacked minecarts for storage in some areas. Like here, and I think up here. So if I wanted to store any food in here, I could. We also have some, like, oven-looking things. We have a nice fridge. I created a little separation area, and then we have, like, a little entryway here. I've also designated a couple of areas over here. So this is going to be like a little relaxation room. I think I added something here. I might have. Oh yeah, I named the villager Cornelius. His name is Cornelius. Say hi, everyone. Um, yeah, for the most part, I have finished setting this area up. So this area is completely and utterly done. And then I've raised the entryways here, added a little bit of trim where needed. So yeah, we're gonna work on this room today. But I wanted to chat about a couple of things. Um, Something that's been like on and off in my mind for the past couple of years, actually, is how intensely the like wider internet space has changed. And if you've been on the internet before the lockdowns, you know what I mean. Um, because before the internet uh ended up getting so widely used by everyone, um, I saw a video specifically. Let me see if I could pull up who it was from. I'll have to pull up Twitter for it. I think I could pull it up real quick though, because I think I literally just liked it. Wow, I didn't even like it. That's a shame. Let me see if I could find it still. It might be on my phone. Okay, let me find it. Alright, I found it. Um, it was by a TikTok account that was pronounced, if I remember right, it was Masayoshi Diva. They were talking about specifically how when lockdown hit, they people started like being on the internet and having an internet presence was suddenly one of the popular things to do instead of that being like the weird kid spaces. And it also reminded me of that. If you probably have heard of it, the one comic where they're talking about like, oh yeah, we have our own space. Why are you excluding us from our space? And then as soon as they get into the space, they're like, why are you in this space? Get out of here. Um, Both of those kind of remind me of that. Talking about how um, a lot of internet culture changed, depending on who you ask, for the worse. Because of the popularity of the internet through the lockdown era. Because I remember that there were a lot of, I feel like there was a certain point where the internet was at some kind of peace before the lockdowns hit. And then when the lockdowns hit, it just kind of caused a whole uprooting of internet culture and a kind of like a grand reset in some kind of way. It was so weird because if you were on the early internet, more likely than not you were a weird kid. And that's not anything against you. That's just how it works. Usually. It just means that naturally you like were on the weirder sites. And you were part of the weirder groups. And that's normal. I mean, it's not something to be frowned upon, is what I mean. Mostly because in those cases where those things were kind of frowned upon, it was by the people that use the internet all the time today. So there's no real, it's like all of the previous internet, all the weird kids spaces are now just like everyone's spaces. And that brings me to what I was going to talk about. It's kind of interesting how when spaces get, I guess, kind of forced to be everyone's spaces, you kind of get it kind of loses its luster in a way. Like, I don't know if you guys get what I mean. Let me clarify a little bit. But let's take YouTube for example. Back before, no, YouTube's not a good example. Let's take Minecraft for example. Before the lockdown, Minecraft was a pretty respected game. The updates were few and far between, but that was for a good reason. Because we understood that the game was pretty much done. We didn't really have much to worry about in terms of updates. We didn't really care. We liked seeing what Mojang had ideas for. At least, that's what I saw. But then, once lockdown hit, it became a more popular thing, and people, we kind of came to an agreement before. It's like, oh yeah, well, it's because the game is done. We don't really, not really something we have to worry about too much. That's why Mojang hasn't updated at all, and that's okay. But now that a game like Minecraft has reached that whole next level of popularity between people, people are coming back again and asking the same question that we did before, that we came to an agreement with. It's like, oh yeah, now it's popular to say that Minecraft devs are lazy and stupid and don't know how to make a game. And modders can do it with their eyes closed and their hand behind their back and their dick tied in knots or whatever. Who cares? I don't give a shit. When before, the general consensus was that they were just, there was a lot of bureaucracy. We didn't really give a shit about how fast the updates came out. We still loved them nonetheless. And that was a big thing, because we liked the updates that came out. We didn't have to worry about this, that, or the other thing with, like, content in them. I remember that there were some issues that we had, but for the most part, it wasn't really that big. Another really good example is, it might be one that a lot of people that watch this aren't familiar with, is the Otherkin community. If you guys are not aware, the Otherkin community is a community of people who have identify on some spiritual level that they are connected to either animals or characters or anything of that like. Before that, before the lockdown, things were like, people weren't really arguing all the time. There wasn't really a big thing to just like fucking argue about fucking anything. But now it's become such a internet term, if that makes sense. Like, I don't see people having deep discussions about it anymore in public spaces. For the most part, it has to be hushed whispers because of how popular the internet's gotten. And thusly, we can't really have that conversation anymore. Which sucks. It really does. I don't like it. I'm not gonna just throw this shit away. I'll put this in the storage system again. Actually, I will need this later, so I'm gonna keep that there. But yeah. Two pretty good examples of that happening, but the person that I'm referencing the video of, they were talking specifically about anime communities, which I don't watch anime, so that's not my race to bet into. But yeah, it was definitely an interesting thing. Obviously, Minecraft wasn't the best example, because I feel like a lot of people that didn't have some kind of nostalgia for Minecraft don't play it. Like, I play it, but that's because that's because I've been playing it for like 10 years. It's gonna be 10 years this year that I've had this Minecraft account. But yeah, I think until there's another like niche thing that can be referred to as a quote-unquote weird kid space, I think it's gonna suck for a little bit. Because a lot of fandoms are just normalized now. Everyone knows of them. Everyone likes them. So there's no reason to hate them, you know? Chair is squeaky. But yeah, because there's no reason to hate them. There's all the reason more to push the weird kids out again. I want a pink one. I want a wither rose. But yeah, that was one of the main things I wanted to talk about today. Other than that, nothing major has been going on. Like I said, I've been focusing on building this interior. I've been wanting to make it a very cohesive space. Feeling like it's actually a proper space that you can like chill in, like multi-purpose house. Like even with the fucking secret door here. I don't know if that works. Doesn't. Oh man. I gotta use my horn. Yeah, like with the little movie theater here, and when you exit, you can go to anywhere else in the house. Like the kitchen is here. You got the bar stools. Feels like an actual kitchen. We have like a little, I guess, kind of study. More like a fireplace room. I'm gonna have to block this off because I know that Robin's gonna get himself killed. Let's do a little bit of... Because eventually what I want to do is I want Robin to be able to run around here as well. Yeah, I don't have iron bars on me. I'm gonna do this and this. I'm gonna do 2 iron bars there. Hopefully that'll make it so that Robin can't jump in. We'll have to see. Worst case scenario. Worst case scenario, we remove the fireplaces altogether. Make it an empty fireplace. Is that who I thought I saw? You fucking... It was. Why are you here? I don't need any of this. Get off my property. Hold on. I'm gonna take care of this guy real quick. He left. Yeah, guys, I don't know what happened. He just kind of left. He, like, walked away. I don't know. He didn't like the deal that I gave him to like, stay. So he just kind of left. But yeah. That's why I like having a community like this. I probably have to change this. This, maybe. That look good still? No, not at all, actually. I will find a way to fix this. Maybe Robin won't even try. Maybe. Who knows? because she'd have to jump here and then not read this as a block. Isn't that right, you little troublemaker? Isn't that right? Take a pumpkin pie. But yeah, I think if I stream today, I will be working on this house more. I want to work on the upstairs, actually start the work on it. Maybe finish this hallway, decorate it a little bit. But yeah, I'd like to say that this is done. I'm happy with how this has turned out. And if you guys have any suggestions for what I should either talk about or, if you guys have any suggestions for what I should add to this house or specifically here, to this entryway, let me know. Because I want to be able to fill up this space more. So, if I'm able to, like, this will be like a nice bathroom. It'll have like a bathtub and a sink, and it will have like a bathtub shower thing. And then this is gonna be the bed. This is gonna be the master bedroom. It's gonna have a little study tower, like a little magical enchantment tower thing, kind of like how the Rise has, but a little bit more like a study. And then this other room, I might make it like a, I don't know, like a woodworking room or something. Something like that. But yeah, I am going to end off the video here. Thank you. Oh, I gotta redo that. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, go check to see if you're subscribed down below. I would greatly appreciate it. It'll help you out. Let me know that I'm doing the right thing. And if you really did enjoy the video, hit that like button, and I will see you guys again in the next video. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have a good one. I'll see you around. Bye-bye. I gotta fix the... Bye-bye.